guys so much for tuning into the video today. Happy New Year, first of all, to everyone. It's been a while since I've been on. Man, things have been so crazy these last few months with work and everything, but I want to do something new with my channel and just kind of keep it going, just to educate people a different kind of way. Still doing my couponing and still teaching, but just taking it to a different level. So in 2022, I'm gonna, of course, start something new. I'll tell you guys about this at the end in a little bit, but I just want to share you guys how much I was able to save this year with my couponing and my rebate apps. So this is like a twofold. So of course, we use the rebate apps just to save money. I use about, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I use about 7 rebate apps. Most of them more than others. There's 3 main ones that I'm always using all the time. Well, 2 kind of, but I'll show you guys with my numbers and what's the grand total was. So I'm going to start with the lowest one, which is Flues. So with Flues, I haven't really been using Flues a whole lot because when I go shopping at CVS or whatnot, and I get my gift cards from Fetch. So I haven't been using Flues, so I don't get a lot of referrals to get me that 35%. And some ways that you can get that 35% is when you refer people, or there's a way that you can come in on the community tab, and you can also give them ratings. Therefore, you can get more of those 35%, but I don't get a lot of those. So for Flues this year, I was able to make $30.99. That's not a lot, but it is some savings as well. And how Flues works is when you purchase a gift card through them, they give you like a 3.5% back, but that's only if you have the 35% voucher plus whatever they're giving you for buying those gift cards. Second app that I was able to make $71.74 was Checkout 51. Now, Checkout 51, you have to have at least $20 to cash out. And most of the time, they don't have a lot of offers where you can rack it up like Ibotta. But I was able to make $71.74. And it's kind of tricky to calculate that. So I went back. I only did 2 checks. So I did one at the beginning of the year, one mid-year, and one at the end of the year. I was able to make $71.74. The next app is coupons.com. With the coupons.com app, I made $96.01. And typically how the coupons.com app work, if you don't have a paper coupon, you can actually buy the product in store. Make sure you scan it first to make sure that you qualify for that particular rebate. And then you submit back your receipt to the coupons.com app. You have to scan it, showing proof that you bought that product. And then that money is directly deposited to your Ibotta, not to your Ibotta account, to your PayPal account. All right, so the next app for me was Swagbucks. So with Swagbucks, again, I started using Swagbucks this year. I didn't use Swagbucks a whole lot like I wanted to, simply because at the beginning of the year, if you guys remember, they probably switched out their offers to twice a month. It used to be once a month, but they did change it to twice a month. I was able to make $266.68 using Swagbucks, which is really amazing. Now with Swagbucks, one tip is to make sure that you're always reading the fine print. So sometimes you have to buy 2 items, sometimes it's 3. Don't just see that it says, I don't know, 500, and then you just go to buy that one item. You have to make sure you're reading the fine print and the item that is included. Because sometimes not all items are included, not all scents are included. You have to make sure that you're buying the proper item. All right, so the next app for me was Shopkick. Now, Shopkick I love because with Shopkick, you don't have to buy anything. You can literally just go to the store, grab the item, make sure it's at the store, find the barcode. Oh, this actually don't have a UPC or a barcode. Or here, I keep all of my receipts in here. Find the UPC of the product, you scan that product, and you get kicks. And those kicks, they do convert over. And I'll put screenshots of those on the screen as well. But with Shopkicks, I think it's 250 kicks. That's like $1. 500 is like $2.50. I'm not sure. But you can take the number, multiply it by 0.004. That gives you the dollar amount of what you're going to be making. And they actually sent out a screenshot saying, not a screenshot, but just a number saying this is how many kicks you made for the year. So that's the number that I went back, because it would be so tedious for me to kind of go back and forth and make that, add those up. So Shopkick was $357.56. Amazing. And most of those, of course, between skin kicks and purchase kicks, I didn't get a lot of referrals either through Shopkick or Swagbucks. I don't typically get a lot of referrals, but it's what I made. All right, so my next one is Fetch. Now, Fetch also is another easy app that you can use. I'll link it up here. I did make a video on how to use Fetch. It's been updated since, because they have like a new social beta program. But with Fetch, I was able to make $387.49. So typically with Fetch, of course, you'll take that number is by points. So every 1,000 points is $1. You want to take your numbers and multiply them by 0.001 so you can get that dollar amount. All right, now the big kahuna for me was Ibotta. Ibotta, of course, is the app that if you're a couponer, you always use Ibotta. So with Ibotta, all right, guys, I made $2,555.51. Now, huge disclaimer, my husband has an account and I have an account. So typically I use both if my husband's not really using it. This is just of one account, not both. I think on my account, which typically when I get offers, we choose which one is easiest to do. So I think mine has like $1,900 on there that we made for the year. But hey, $2,555.51 that we made with Ibotta this year. That does include referrals. When you refer people, typically you get about $10 and they get either $10 or $20 welcome bonus based on what they have going on. So yeah, so in total, guys, I was able to make, just through the rebate apps, I think I counted everything. Oh, one of the ones that I left out was oh my goodness, Rakuten. So Rakuten is not added on here because Rakuten is a bit different. I didn't count it much as rebates, but I believe with Rakuten this year I probably made a little over $200 because I did have a few referrals with the spend 30. When you sign people up, they give you $30. When they purchase $30 of products, they also get their $30 as well. So for a total of $3,765.98. So that's the total that I made this year with all of my rebate apps. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of my rebate apps, the main apps that I use. I made a total of $3,765.98. Amazing, just amazing. Now, I've been keeping tabs of how much I've been spending. I haven't tallied everything up as well, just to see how much I've spent, but I probably have spent more than I make in my rebate apps, simply because I do resell some of the items that I purchased as well. And I've also come up with that number just to share with you guys. And that does not include everything, because I actually started keeping track of this back in April. So it doesn't include what I've made prior to April and anything at the end of December, because most of my stuff I've been giving away to people in need. But the ones that I did track between April and November, I resold for a total of $5,292. $5,292. And maybe in another video, I'll share with you guys how I went about that money and what I did with it. So I did pay off 3 of our credit cards with part of that money that I've earned. So I am so excited. This year, I'm not going to be couponing as much, at least not as extreme, or maybe I'll still do it as much, but I really don't have time to share the videos in store and things like that. And ever since like the time has changed, it's been a bit of a struggle for me, because when the time has changed, it's kind of dark to film and it doesn't work like I always wanted to. So yeah, let me know. And one of the things that I do want to start doing this year with my channel is talk more about financing, because I feel like a lot of us don't understand how finances work, budgets and things like that. Budgeting is a big thing for me. And this year I'm also starting something new. I did a savings challenge last year. So this year I'm going to be doing the 100 envelope method. The only thing is I'm not doing it over the course of 3 months. I think it's like 3 months and 9 days, but because I won't be doing it that way. And the reason being because my income doesn't stretch that wide. So I'll be doing it over the course of the year. And how I set this up was I got 100 envelopes. This is my bucket. We just keep it in a different place. And I just numbered them with different numbers, whatever numbers that I want, whatever color that I wanted. I just chose different colors to number my envelopes. I did like a green or purple, orange, whatever. And you can do this however you want. But every 2 weeks, my husband and I would get paid every 2 weeks. So we do get paid on the same pay period. So I'll be pulling 2 envelopes for his paycheck and then 200 for my paycheck. So we'll do 4 envelopes a month. So by the end of the year, we'll complete this one right here. That should give us just a little over $5,000. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Let me know if you guys want me to pretty much take you along in this journey, how I budget, how I was able to pay up some debt, paid off 3 credit cards, and I actually have a credit card tracker that I keep track of for myself. And I'll also be doing the 52-week challenge, which I did last year, and that kind of went towards my sinking funds. So whenever I had emergencies, I actually pulled out of that one. I think at the end of the year, I was left with about $200, but I was able to finish the whole challenge. So this is all I have for you guys today. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. And please leave me any suggestions of what you'd like to see more from me other than in-store couponing. I'll go over these things and things like that. But leave me some suggestions. I'll be more than willing to share with you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.